What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back with another World of Breakers video. And I don't say Season 6 video because this is more of a video kind of speculating where things are going to go for the second anniversary. Assuming we're getting one. I think we're getting one. Not to be all doom and gloom before we get like into the meat and potatoes of this video, but I think Season 7 very well could be the last season of Dragon Ball: The Breakers. I don't mean to like sound the alarms, but them like really not doing much for Season 6 means one of two things. Either that they're, stopping production on this game and they're slowing things down to its, eventual end of service, or they're really trying to go crazy for the second anniversary and, the rest of the game, right? So I'm hoping that's the option, because I still believe in this game. I think there is a lot of potential for this game, but they need to do better. They need to do better. But instead of being all doom and gloom, let's talk about what they're going to do for the future. So if you guys do not know, the anniversary of Dragon Ball: The Breakers officially, I believe, is October 13th or 14th, depending on your region. So they will be doing a live stream. They should be doing a live stream because they did one last time, just kind of teasing what the anniversary was going to be, some of the things, some of the events leading into the actual anniversary season. So although the anniversary is going to take place in October, the actual anniversary season isn't going to be until November when, Season 6 ends and Season 7 starts. So with that being said, let's dive into who I think are the main contenders for Raider for the next season. Alrighty, so first up, I think, I've been saying this pretty much since Season 4 concluded, that I think Cell Max is going to be the second anniversary Raider for Dragon Ball: The Breakers. Now, there's not only like evidence like in game, but I feel like the writing is kind of just on the wall. But of course, they could choose to go in any direction. Now, one of the biggest reasons is that we have Beast and Orange Piccolo, or Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, both in the game, and they were only available during the first anniversary. When would be a good idea to bring them back for the second anniversary with other, Dragon Ball superhero characters like the Gammas, maybe Fat Gotenks for funnies, other characters like that, maybe additional moves for Beast Gohan, additional moves for Orange Piccolo. Things of that nature, right? That's what I'm thinking. In terms of super transfers, maybe they could even have a Beast. They could have an Orange Piccolo as well, where you actually become them. I don't know if they want to do that. But the way the levels would work, I always speculate they would have like the Gammas as like 2 or 3, and then they could have like Dr. Hedo as, the level 1 or whatever. And basically the way it would work is that, like the movie, the Gammas and Hedo receive, bad information and are apprehending civilians and the survivors, thinking that like they're part of the evil like Bulma Capsule Corp corporation, right? And then, Cell Max comes for whatever reason. There's a lot of ways they could go about it. But in terms of who I think is most likely, I think Cell Max is the most likely in terms of actual like data mines and leaks and things like that. I don't think we have anything else, but keep in mind we also had skins in the game as well. We had a skin for Pan from Super for a schoolgirl outform or uniform. I was gonna say outfit, uniform, I said outform. And then of course we have Piccolo's Red Ribbon Army fit as well, currently in the game. So next up, I think could also be very possible is Z Broly. Z Broly I think is very possible. Would it be a little corny to go from one Broly to another? Sure, but I feel like this is probably one of the last Raiders that people are looking forward to for Breakers, because again, Breakers has kind of blown their load. Doing Super Broly and Goku Black back to back like that, I feel like was a very poor decision. I think they wanted to keep the momentum up with crossplay, assuming it all would work. Unfortunately, it didn't. I think it's also, due in parts of their fault, implementing, region lock or soft region lock and soft coastal lock as well. Pretty much like negating crossplay. You can't even like queue with people from around the world anyway. Who cares if you can do it from different platforms? Like, it doesn't really make much sense. But I think there is remnants of Z Broly in the files that we will look at later. I'll look at the file stuff later. I just want to kind of like get my speculations out and about first. So next we have Jiren. A lot of people have mentioned Jiren just because I think there are references to UI and MUI in the files, as well as some moves for Jiren. Now again, you know, this brings up the next question of like how Jiren would work. Oh, I guess I could do Broly really quick before you hop into Jiren. Yeah, so Jiren levels, I think you obviously do base Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, and then I guess you can do like Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and then like, I don't know, like Super Pissed Broly, I guess. I mean, they could even do a level 1 Paragus. I don't know. Like, I don't think Broly has 4 forms because there's base, then Super Saiyan, and then Legendary Super Saiyan, if I'm not like saying. Again, I've not seen the Z Broly movie. I apologize. Do not crucify me. I've never seen, honestly, a lot of the Z movies because, you know, growing up, I was told they weren't canon, so I'm like, I'm gonna skip them. So, you know, I apologize for that. But yeah, Jiren, similar to what I was saying for Cell Max. Again, this is a what-if series, Breakers, Xenoverse. It's a what-if. They can play with the timeline however they want. They could do it as, you know, instead of, you know, civilians, they have TOP contestants, right? So, like, they're knocking out or eliminating the TOP contestants as civilians, and other survivors would be considered TOP contestants because technically, you know, in TOP, they're fighting for survival. They are of the idea that if they do not win this tournament, their universe is going to be destroyed, right? So, although they're not killing survivors and not killing civilians, they are eliminating them out of the tournament, right? And they can do Dispo, they can do Topo, and then they can do the 2 forms of Jiren, being his base form and, you know, his full power form when he's like shirtless, right? So that's what they could do for Jiren. I think they can make that work. They made it work for Super Broly, made it work. I know some people are still not happy with what they did with Broly, but they could still find a way to make it work. And last but not least, this is a little bit of a stretch, but I don't know if you guys have seen me talk about this in the past, probably a year ago at this point. But on the second map that was given to us after like the 3 regular maps, the snow map, if you guys have gone into that base or that mechanical area, that is actually, I gotta look it up. I forget what the hell it's called. Getty Star, I think. DBZ movie heads, please correct me. Getty Star is... I forget the hell it's called. It's basically where like the metal coolers were spawned, which is a reference to Cooler, right? In terms of like references in game, besides like superhero, Cooler is really the only one, and I'm talking in game, not data mine stuff. So it is possible they can do Cooler. I feel like Cooler is hype. Is he hype enough for an anniversary? You could argue that. I mean, there also is evidence for the androids as well in the files, but I'm not speculating them here because there is no way in hell they are doing the androids for the 2nd anniversary. And then this is probably the biggest stretch, is them doing something with Dragon Ball Daima. Now, I feel like Breakers is in a very interesting situation because, you know, Daima would still be airing at this point. Its first episode is actually going to be on October 11th, the day Sparking Zero releases, and literally like 2 to 3 days after that is going to be Breakers' anniversary live stream, I presume, where they'll tease what the you know, the season is going to be about, what the theme is going to be. So I feel like they might release some Daima stuff. I'm expecting skins. I doubt we'll see any transfers, personally, even though they should. But I doubt they'll, you know, theme a whole season around Daima until like season 8, if there even is a season 8. And that would be next year at that point in 2025. Because, I mean, I imagine they were informed, like, to be fair, Legends, Dokkan, Xenoverse, Breakers are all, to my knowledge, supposed to be receiving, you know, insider knowledge about, like, what Daima is going to be consisting of. That's why games like Legends and Dokkan are able to have content like they did for Superhero day 1 or, like, a couple days after those movies release to capitalize on the hype that those, you know, films have created, and I'm assuming they're going to be doing the same thing with Daima. Is Breakers going to be doing that? That I don't know. That is a little bit tricky here, but I think in terms of what's most realistic, I think Cell Max is probably the, you know, the most realistic option for me. But that's what's awkward, is because Cell Max, you know, superhero, that movie came out like, what, 2 years ago, if not longer at this point. Daima is going to be the new hot thing, and although people might not be in love with the concept, it's going to be out by the time the anniversary comes out. And who knows, maybe everybody's going to do a 180, and Daima is like the best thing since sliced bread when it releases. So Breakers not being able to capitalize on that would feel kind of bad. These other raiders could be great, but again, if Daima is, you know, held in such high regard, but it could be, to be fair, I forget how many episodes it's going to be. I think it's going to be around like 20 or something like that. So it's probably only going to be on like its 5th episode by the time the anniversary drops. So really, at that point, how much can really be, you know, discovered about, you know, Daima at that point. So now we'll take a look at the leaks and see if we can pull anything from that. But beyond that, those are my initial predictions. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think is possible in terms of a Raider. Some people have speculated Omega following through with the GT theme. I doubt that. I doubt that personally. I think they've kind of killed any momentum, if they had any at all, with GT. I think they've soured everybody on GT. But who knows? Maybe they're waiting to release all the super attacks for, you know, the Super Saiyan 4s next season, and they include Omega and, you know, Planet Baby or Planet Tuffle and all that stuff. It's crazy. They really should be giving us 2 maps next season. They really should. They owe us that much. We should be getting double the Transpheres and double the super attacks. But that's for another video probably to rant about. But let's look at the, you know, data mines from like day 1. So here is an interesting data mine. Now, this is actually evidence for the androids, believe it or not. So this was a map that Demon Boy found in the files called City Ruins. City Ruins, as you guys can probably tell, is very similar in its design to Highland River. Very, very similar. There were a couple different things, like Area D is slightly bigger, I believe. Area E is changed slightly, adding these caves in the back. So you can see, you know, like pretty obvious similarities, like this being where Frieza's ship is in Area B, and then this would be Area C, and this would be Area A, right? And here's the Cell Games Arena. This is supposed to be the map for the androids, presumably, but that is just evidence for that. Again, I don't think that's going to be coming, you know, Season 7, but maybe they do a double Raider drop. Who knows? Crazy, right? I doubt it, but that would be crazy, but again, I doubt it. Now, here is an initial data mine from, thread from Sherry. They do not, or Cherry, I apologize. They don't actually data mine breakers anymore, but they were a part of the initial wave that actually did do some data mining. So here is the name of some various moves and whatnot. A lot of these that we have now, like Instant Rise, Instant Fall, Go-Go Gum, Dynamite Kick, we actually still don't have, believe it or not. And they could give this to us, unless this is just supposed to be an emote file. They could actually give us this, since we should be getting Mr. Satan back in the 2nd anniversary, since it's been a year since his initial introduction. Here you see Sneeze Transformation, Spine Telescope we still don't have. So there's definitely still some skills that we do not have that are in these files. A Refrigerator we just got fairly recently. But yeah, just kind of taking a quick peek at some of these. It's very interesting seeing these now, and now knowing what the hell they are at this point. Okay, so here are some transfer files. I pulled this up in the past. Here's a bunch of super attack names. You guys can kind of pull these out as I pause. But one that kind of just caught my eye really quick was Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack. In terms of fusions, we pretty much got them all besides like Kefla and Gotenks at this point, and there already have been references to Gotenks. I believe even an emote in game. If we go to the emotes, I think I bought it just so I didn't lose it. I think there is a Galactic Donut emote in the game. I swear I'm not gaslighting you. I swear I'm not gaslighting you. I swear I am not gaslighting you. Sort of hope. Maybe I am. Am I insane? Okay, comments. Please let people know I'm not gaslighting them, because there's other moves like Sword of Hope that we don't have that's still like here, and we don't have Sword of Hope for some reason. So I swear to God there was Galactic Donut. I swear there was. But anyways, let's get back to it before I lie some more. But yeah, there's a bunch of moves in here. I imagine Jiren's move is in here. You guys can pause and let me know. I'm just honestly too lazy to kind of look. Well, let me just. I guess I'll pause it. God damn it. I'm referring to the Discord. Apparently there was this. There is confirmed transfer paths, and Jiren was one of them. Here he is, and then Kefla as well. So I swear to God, I'm not making up. There are references to Jiren, and then here is a list of the moves that are still yet to be claimed by any transfers in the game as well. And I believe Power Impact, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Power Impact is Jiren, so I'm literally looking at a list because I do not know the names of the goddamn moves. So there. Jiren is... There are references to Jiren in the files and whatnot, so I wasn't completely gaslighting. But that being said, I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, I showed you guys some of the moves, some of the ones that are remaining, so I'll leave it to y'all to kind of decide. I still have my money on Cell Max, and it being a superhero-themed anniversary, whether it's just like, you know, a continuation of them doing the first Super movie, Dragon Ball Super movie, and then leading into the second Dragon Ball Super movie being, you know, superhero and whatnot. So it could be that, but if you guys think it's going to be Cell Max, let me know in the comments below. If you think it's going to be Z Broly, let me know in the comments below, because if we look at the Discord, give me a second, let me go ahead and pull that up. There are definitely references to Z Broly in here, like Blaster Meteor, I know for a fact is definitely Broly's move. Even I know that. So it still very well could be anyone at this point. We do not know for certain. There we go. If you think it's going to be Jiren, let me know. If you think it's going to be Cooler, let me know. And if you think they're going to do Daima, I doubt it. Let me know in the comments below. But that being said, boys, that is going to be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts and like if you enjoyed. And subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Are they doomed, bro? Are they doomed? I don't know. It's just tough because I feel like they're damned if they do an option. They're damned if they don't. They're in a tough spot because Daima's going to be the hot thing. Sparking Zero is obviously going to be the hot thing. So Breakers is in a very interesting situation, but I'm hoping the second anniversary can turn things around. If it doesn't, then we might just have to be a Sparking Zero in Dragon Ball multi-channel, fellas. Take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out.